Hey, good morning everyone. This is Chris up at Nerds. We're here today back with another Cracker Pack. We're going to be opening a pack of Modern Masters 2015, the ones in the cigarette packs. And I just want to kind of get right into it. I always want there to be a piece of gum in here when you open these, but there just isn't. Oh, that's right, these were packed backwards. Ooh. That's actually a pretty sick art on the 1/1 Thrall. Pretty disgusting. Alright, so we already opened a decent card to begin with. One in a blue, Mana Leak. If you've been playing Magic for any amount of time, I think you know what Mana Leak is. It's counter target spell unless its controller pays an extra 3 colorless mana. Very efficient. It's kind of a staple in Modern. Staple in EDH I've seen lately too. Everyone tries to play their big bombs and it's just one in a blue to stop it. Glinthawk Idol. It's a 2-mana artifact. Whenever another artifact enters the battlefield under your control, you may have Glinthawk Idol become a 2/2 bird artifact with flying until end of turn. It's good in the artifact deck as a 1 or a 2 of. You pay 1 white, it automatically becomes a 2/2 bird artifact with flying until end of turn, so you can get a free activation or you can always pay for it. The blue-white artifact deck in this format was very good. This was one of the staples of it. You didn't want a bunch because you always had to pay for it one way or another, but it was a good finisher at times too. Gohor Minotaurs. It's a 4-mana 3/3 with Bloodthirst 2. Bloodthirst is a mechanic that said, and if opponent was dealt damage this turn, this creature enters the battlefield with 2/1/1 counters on it. I think this mechanic was to teach people how to use the second main phase, because a lot of newer players don't use the second main phase. You should, if things do not affect combat, you probably shouldn't play them until the second main phase. A good rule of thumb in Magic is he who acts first loses, so always try to act at the exact last second that you can. Conclave Phalanx. It's a 5-mana 2/4 in white. It's a human soldier with Convoke. When Conclave Phalanx enters the battlefield, you gain 1 life for each creature you control. So in a white weenie strategy, where you're using your creatures to pay for this, because that's what Convoke does, it lets you tap your creatures for 1 colorless mana. This would be, or one of the, if it's a white creature, you can tap it for white mana as well, or a green creature, whatever. But it lets you tap and pay for this, so it's not really overcosted. The fact that you gain 1 life for each creature that you control, like this with a couple of tokens out, all of a sudden you're stabilizing the board, regaining life, and it's actually a fairly powerful spell in that style deck. Alright, 2-mana 1/1 flyer in black. It is a bat, Duskhunter Bat. It has Bloodthirst 1, so again, teaching people to use their second main phase. If an opponent was dealt damage, this gets a 1/1 counter on it if you play it in your second main phase. The fact that it's just a 2-mana 2/2 flyer in black, if you know how to use your second main phase, this card's actually really good. I've won some drafts with this silly thing. Removal's not all over the place in this set, so if you ever get the chance to draft this set, keep an eye on these guys. Fairy Mechanist. It's a 4-mana 2/2 artifact creature, a Fairy Artificer. It has flying, and when it enters the battlefield, you look at the top 3 cards of your library. You may reveal an artifact card from among them and put it into your hand. Put the rest at the bottom of your library in any order. Yeah, it's a good tutor effect in the blue-white artifact deck, but this isn't the payoff. This is one of your enablers. You're not taking this highly. Remember, bombs, removal, enablers, defense. Mighty Leap, good combat trick. Been reprinted a quadrillion times. 2 mana, target creature gets 2/2 and flying until end of turn. Sometimes it's a win con, sometimes it's just a bad combat trick in your hand. Thrive, X and a green. Put X 1/1 counters on each of X target creatures. So you pay 1 mana, or 2 mana, 1 creature gets 1/1 counter. You pay 3 mana, 2 creatures get 2 1/1 counters, and so forth and so on. The more mana you have, the larger each of your creatures get, and the more creatures you get to put it on. Brute Force is a 1-mana 3/3 +3/+3 combat trick. It's an instant. You're not picking this highly. If you want, I see a lot of newer drafters overvaluing things like Brute Force, and they'll have 4 or 5 of them in their deck, and they'll win their first match, and they'll think they're doing great, and then they go 0-4 for the rest of the tournament because they have a whole hand of do-nothings. It's not a great one to stock up on, but if you're in the red aggressive deck, it could win you the game. It's what we call a spiky card. I don't know. I just want to advise against the overdrafting of combat tricks. I've seen people lose with 5 combat tricks in their hands and no creatures. You want to balance, but you want to balance it more towards the creature side. Kite Sail is a 2-mana artifact equipment. Equipped creature gets +1/0 and has flying. It equips for 2. Not great. You're not going to pick it anywhere near the top of the draft. Now we get to our uncommons. It is an Eldrazi Temple. It's a land. It adds 1 to your mana. It adds 2 to your mana pool. Spend this mana only to cast colorless Eldrazi spells or activate abilities of colors Eldrazi. This used to be really good until the deck pretty much got banned. So yeah, that happened. Kalpulsan Strider. It's a 4-mana 3/4. Kalpulsan Strider can't be the target of blue or black spells. It's okay in the green deck. I don't pick this very highly. I haven't seen anything in this deck that really, in this pack, that really excites me and says, oh yes, as a first one pick, pack 1 pick. But I guess that's what we're going to qualify as right now. Alright, well, Mortarpod. It is a living weapon. The equipped creature gets +0/+1 and has sacrifice this creature. This creature deals 1 damage to target creature or player. I know there's ways to do things with this card. I don't know how to do them. I would not pick this that highly. Alright, well, this is Wolfbriar Elemental. It's a 4-mana 4/4 multi-kicker. When Wolfbriar Elemental enters the battlefield, put a 2/2 green wolf creature token onto the battlefield for each time it was kicked. It's a good finisher in green. On 4/4, it's vanilla stats. Just 4/4 4/4 in green is good. Is it great? No. But with the multi-kicker, the later you cast this, the bigger of a bomb it gets. So far, that is my pack 1 pick 1. And our foil is because you're guaranteed a foil in each of these packs, is a common. Kozilek's Predator, 3 and a green. When Kozilek's Predator enters the battlefield, put 2 0/1 colorless Eldrazi spawn creatures onto the battlefield. You can sack them for 1 colorless mana. It's a 3/3 on its own. This isn't a terrible pick either, but it's not better than the Wolfbriar Elemental. This I would want to wheel, or this I'd want to wheel. I don't think either would, but I still would pick the Wolfbriar Elemental as my pack 1 pick 1. Alright, that's today's pack, and we're going to be doing Conspiracy 2 drafts all day, and hopefully we'll see you for one. Have a great day.